Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh and I'm going to make a video today. One marvelous scene, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. First of all, I'd like to shout out Nando V Movies for the great idea of having many different video essayists help out and do different MCU scenes to commemorate the huge event that is Endgame. I'm a little annoyed because Nando picked Age of Ultron, which is one of my favorite Marvel movies regardless of the mistakes that were made, but I'll try to deal. So, I chose Doctor Strange, specifically the scene where Strange goes to bargain for the fate of the universe and possibly multiverse with Dormammu. Now, the reason I chose this scene is because it finally shows a true menace outside of the separate confined villains that we often have offered to us in the MCU. The MCU has come a long way villain-wise, with greats such as Loki and Killmonger holding it down, while the not-so-greats such as Malekith the Accursed and Ego having to be very difficult to watch and kind of sad to see such wasted potential. But each character has had a lot of potential that in the end was a little more than a plot device when it comes to these last two I mentioned. Now, if you've seen Infinity War and Endgame, then you understand the power and might that is Thanos. You know this big purple dude, and you know that finally we have a villain with so much power and cosmic authority that the whole universe begins to fall apart because of him. This is the type of enemy I've waited to see on the big screen. Now, a little bit about myself before I go directly into this. I do love DC when compared to Marvel. And yes, I know that the DCEU is not as good as the MCU. I will admit it. I'll be the first one to admit it. Although I'm still holding out. But the one thing I do really like about the DC universe is that I really appreciate the amount of powers and the crazy strengths that we see with a lot of these characters. Superman's my favorite character, and yes, I know he's kind of an easy pick, but it doesn't always have to be that way. Sometimes the best things in life are the main ones, like The Office Michael Scott. He's the best. But with Superman, he's got frost breath, he's got laser vision, he's got super strength, he can fly, he can pretty much do almost anything, especially compared to which Superman you're looking at in the comics. But my point is, he has all these amazing powers, whereas when we get to the Marvel universe, a lot of times we're dealing with strength. Like that's kind of it, you know, like Captain America, oh, super strong human. Thor, yeah, he's got electricity and all this different thunder power, but really in the beginning he just smashes things with his hammer. Hulk smash. He's real big and strong when he gets angry enough, even though he's this super smart guy, but we don't really talk about that until, obviously, spoiler alert, the randomness of Endgame with Professor Hulk. But anyways, my point is there's a lot of just really strong people in the MCU that's just physicality, and I don't really appreciate that. What I really like to see with these villains and these things is super villains. I like to see people who can really come and show you this cosmic fear like with Thanos. So, back to why I chose Dormammu and, you know, the whole bargaining scene, why I think that is this marvelous scene that we can talk about is because Doctor Strange in this moment knows he cannot beat this opponent. And Doctor Strange was a film that gave us a really interesting look at the MCU. It finally showed us something that was a little bit different with magic and with something more powerful than we'd seen before. Thus, his only recourse, though, in this moment is to bargain. He has to convince this giant, powerful entity that it's not worth going head-to-head, that in the end, it'd be better just to have a stalemate and just to go their separate ways. So, finally, to me, this is a villain that we can't just Hulk smash. It shows us that in the MCU, there are things greater than even Thanos. There are things that we can see teased. So, the type of villains that I'm excited for now because of this great marvelous scene, because of all the color and the power and the fact that this is an entity outside of our own universe, we now see that the MCU has a lot to cover next. Bring me Galactus, bring me Kang the Conqueror, bring me the Beyonder, bring me the Living Tribunal even. I've already seen his staff in Doctor Strange, so we know it's been teased. I'd even be excited to see Adam Warlock or Magus, or Magus, however you pronounce it. But my point is, this scene shows a beautiful, dark, multiversal entity that is so powerful that all you can do is bargain for your life. Yes, I know that Dormammu was basically a big giant head, but my point is, in the future, I'm hoping to see some giant Galactus-type beings enter the MCU that are so powerful that all we can hope to do is fend them off for a moment. So, we've already had Thanos, and we've already had these different characters, but I'm excited now for some things that are so strong that it needs more than a Hulk smash to bring them to their knees. So thank you, Nando V Movies, for this great opportunity to provide my opinion on a pivotal scene in the MCU, and I'm excited for what's to come. So have a great day, everybody, and I'm hopefully going to be posting some more, but this is just my first video, so don't grade me too harsh, but if you want to, sure, go for it. All right, have a nice day. Bye.